Konnichiwa.
What if I do the rest of the video like this? Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nick, and this is freaking marshlands. Welcome. So, I had this amazing idea. Is it amazing? I mean, it's a pretty cool idea. Last night I was thinking, what should I paint for a series of video tutorials? And then it hit me. Oh my god, of course. Orcs. Okay, this is gonna be a series of painting one of the orcs that I have in my possession, but a few issues. The model that I choose is a bit old, which means I'm gonna show you what it means. My first idea actually was to paint Prince Duval. Is it Duval? It's from the Vampire Court from the Warhammer Underworlds, but it has so many details and many people will struggle to follow up. So what I decided to do is paint an orc. An orc, it has like pretty simple shapes and it's easy to follow. But the orc that I choose, it's kind of unique. And I almost, after spending so many hours and thinking about color combinations and stuff like that, I almost got to the point of giving up, but we will come back to that topic soon. So to prime the model, I decided to go traditionally with a black primer at first. And then I did something that I haven't done since I started painting. So I did a zenithal highlight. The color combinations that I went with was burnt red, dark green, scorpic green for a mid-tone, bile green, which is between yellow and green, and then I decided for the final highlight to do ice yellow. So the problem is, where is the problem actually? I started base coating the model with the mix of a little bit of burnt red, dark green, and then I added just a little bit of scorpic green for our base, which means this color combination will go everywhere on the skin. I started base coating, and for some reason it was like still, I could see like the brightness, even though I don't dilute the paints when I do base coat, like just very little dilution. And then I did like a second pass and I was like, okay, now we're ready to do it. And after that, I proceeded by adding more scorpic green to my base color, right? And things were a bit weird. I didn't feel like there was enough depth, but this is painting. Like you have to like follow the process, trust the process. All right, everybody says that. After continuing painting, like I reached the point when my paint was pure scorpic green, and then I went with bile green. But the thing is that the result was a bit cartoony in my eyes, which is like, okay, like it's an orc, but it's not the newer orcs like the Cruel Boys set. It's like a more of a cartoony, goofy orc. But I wasn't really happy from where things were going. This particular model, let me see if I have the box to show you. This is the freaking box. This is the guy. Am I pointing to it? This is the guy. This box is a bit old, to tell you the truth. I'm not really fond of the details on the models. Even the squig, I don't think they make squigs like that anymore. It does look like an old design, if you ask me. Anyways, okay, someone's yelling. But I decided like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna let this model defeat me. I'm just gonna see it as a challenge and try to do the best I can from the whole situation. So I primed the model black and I changed my color combination to make the shadows deeper and colder. I replaced the burnt red with dark Prussian blue and a little bit of turquoise, just a little bit. What happened was, after I put the dark Prussian blue and I covered the whole model, everything looked much better from the start. I was so confident that I would have like nice cold shadows but also it's gonna add to the final result. So back to my ratio, I added my dark green and a little bit Scorpio green to the same mix, and then I moved on to covering most of the surface except from the deepest shadows, which is like between the fingers, like underneath his lips, meaning the parts that are completely black. So moving on from that step, I put another part of Scorpio green, and I started focusing on the surfaces where everything was visible. Does it make sense? I don't know. So you pinpoint your light reflections as your starting point, and then you go until you start seeing any light on the model. And now this is the interesting part. Instead of going bile green to the Scorpio green, I added a little bit of buff. The problem before was everything was so bright. I was like, oh my god, this orc looks like a cucumber, like so off. So I added a little bit of buff. This is a highlight type color. It's more sandy. It means that it has a little bit of brown and it has like white. So adding that color to my bile green and continue painting, the ratio is half Scorpio green and a little bit of buff and a little bit more of bile green. I can't really tell you the ratio. You have to put it on your wet palette and test it out to see like what suits you. And I kept painting, like still focusing on the light reflections. And after that, I put more bile green with a little bit of buff and focusing more at the center of the light reflection, covering even less area of the model. At this point, you should really take advantage of your references that you took beforehand, which means like what I do, I don't know if I said it before, but is that I take 9 photos of the model. And I'll tell you why 9. I took 1 photo on the front, 1 on the side, and 1 more on the side. And you kinda go around the model until you have 9 pictures surrounding your whole model. I used Chaos Black from Citadel while I was priming the model. It has like a little bit of more of a glossy finish. You could see where the light reflections coming from. So for the final step, I just put a little bit of ice yellow at the end and just put it at the highest, like smallest points and sharpest angles of the model, like meaning the cheekbones, maybe some points on the eyebrows and maybe the top of the nose. I don't know what to tell you, just the highest points you can see on the model. Just a little bit, just a touch. Next up, we paint the lips. For the lips, I used red with a little bit of Scorpio green. After that, I highlighted with a little bit more red. And then I put some, what did I put? Okay. And then to finish highlighting the lips, I used just some light flesh. Now for the eyes. For the eyes, you just need to cover the eyes black. And then with the tip of your brush, you have to put just a little bit of your highest color that you used to paint the skin. In our case is ice yellow. So just with the tip of the brush, you touch the side of the eye, and that's gonna be good enough for this scale. I mean, I could have done more on the skin. As I said, it's gonna be a small series. And also for the final video, I have planned something special for you guys. But I'm not gonna reveal it until I finish the whole model. Alright, so here is the final result. I'm really grateful for all of you who has joined this channel. Trust me, it's gonna be even more interesting in the future. I have so many plans, and to make this channel even bigger, I will need your support. You don't have to do anything. You can just stop by whenever you see that I have uploaded something. It will bring me so much joy to see people interested in what I do. And yeah, see you on the next part. Bye bye, guys.